This
So
conference will now be recorded.
we start today. Uh, Host back. So house bank. Before going to house bank, okay, I just want to give you some idea on FIORI. Okay, so there are two types of SAP which we can have operate. Okay, we can operate in two types, especially in S4 HANA. In S4 HANA, FIORI, FIORI has introduced, and it's a web-based SAP. That's it. It's a web-based system. It means, see, SAP can be connected in two ways. One is GUI, graphical user interface. So another one is FIORI. So web-based SAP. So here the difference, whatever we till know what we are using, that is what GUI connection. Okay, it's one of the old method or old SAP. Traditional way of using SAP through apps and navigation path. So here, let me connect. Hi, good morning, Sebastian. Good morning,
Good
Sebastian.
morning, sir.
Yes, just started. We are on the FIORI path. So we are understanding what is FIORI. Okay. Uh,
Okay.
just continue. FIORI is just one more type of SAP which we connect. Okay. So that's what I'm showing that. See, one is GUI, that the method like the SAP which we are using. This is GUI. This here GUI, graphical user interface. This is an application which is used to connect to SAP server. Another way of connecting to the SAP is connecting. This is GUI. So there is one more way which you can connect. Like there is one T code. If you enter the T code, uh, /n, I entered here only /n /flp sorry UI to /fl. It's a big T code. It's a little bit different. So this T code, it connects you to FIORI. It will connect you. When you enter this, it will ask, okay, you just should enter allow, and it will connect to the web connectivity, that URL it will connect. So every SAP ERP, so that is like SAP S4 HANA, it must have FIORI app connected. So with the same credentials, so whatever I use for this to connect, you can connect to this also. So the same credentials we should use, but it looks in a different way. So it does not look in the same way. So this FIORI is introduced for the purpose of changing trend in operations. For example, So you go back to the 20, 30 years back, SAP is introduced this way of like operating. So going through the path and finding the transactions, application, and posting the entries or doing the things what you want to do. But slowly, the trend is changing. Nobody is interested now. Who will remember all these T codes and navigation paths to go there? They expect something more. For example, if a person is a head of CEO, chief executive officer, or somebody wants to see the reports in SAP, if they ask him to go like this, they get irritated. If they ask him to go to the this one, they get irritated. Okay, log into the SAP and connect into this. So as the trend is getting changed, so SAP has introduced this way of SAP operations. And what you see here and what you see here both are same. The database is same for them. The database means if you do some activity here, that will go and show in the same database. If you fetch some reports, it will come and show the same report here. So only the way of operating is different. This is in tile form. This is in application form. Example, I will show you one example how it's both are together. So we know that BP, we know, right? Business partner. So here business partner is opened, and here also I open the same business partner application, but we have to find it. It will take some time to understand this. So for example, business partner masters is there. See business partner master. I go for maintain business partner. Here also maintain business partner. And you see what you see here and what you are seeing here both same. Same person, organization, customer, same way. Suppose here I open upon supplier 12 and I open the same supplier here 12. So what I got here? Chandan suppliers, right? Here also same. If I enter, I get the same Chandan suppliers. Two BP number is 245 245. So means this theory is not very different from SAP. Don't think that one. This is another way of operating SAP. Another way of operating SAP. Through this, even you can do your activity in mobile using Fiori app, Fiori connectivity. We can even connect to means we can do our activity in mobile also, in touch screen also we can do that. Maybe posting entries, maybe creating cost center, everything is possible. So your mindset so should not be something else. Like don't confuse. Fiori is a mode of SAP which can be operated through URL link. Okay, got it? What is Fiori? Is it clear? Sebastian, Madhav, Satish?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. So in theory mode, so there is no T codes. So we should go
There
into
is also through T codes we can use it. That option is also there. But generally it's a tile bar. So whatever the options which you want to regularly you use it, you just make it as a one tile here. So if you just click it, it will go there. For example, clear supplier invoice. Go here, click, and it will take you to the invoice processing. Which one, which application you want, you can uh, assign to your username. There is no T code means through T code also we have an option to find out. If so, like because it's little bit new, right? So nobody is that much familiar. So they may ask for okay, I want to work with T codes only because I remember T codes faster like that. It's possible, but not like this. So you can find out, but even if you enter T code, it will again give you a tile here, just like this tile, whatever you saw, same. Got it?
yes, sir, got it.
Like just like this. So why did I tell this? Today we are going to understand this house bank. What is house bank means? It's a bank configuration. House bank means it's a bank configuration. So before going further, so let us understand the difference between bank and cash. What's the difference between bank and cash? Yes. What's the
Bank means
difference
the amount
between
which is
bank?
paid by check, and so the amount which is going to our bank account. So the cash means this is directly, it's like cash and carry business, which is directly coming to our
Cash and
organization.
why can't we do cash and carry? Why we require bank? Yes.
To show the account, sir.
Why can't you show in a cash? You can't show that.
In larger amount,
Transaction will get
we cannot
record.
make the transaction in the cash itself.
Okay. Yes, Sebastian, what's your input?
Cash means physical cash. We are doing transaction, but bank we can do that entries into directly into SAP. So the
Okay.
transactions are recorded and statements are generated. So
If
we
you
can do
are, if
reconciliation also.
say, if you want to keep your money in bank, okay,
Mm.
you have to deposit cash,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
See, for example, suppose you have a bank account and your company gives you cash in salary in cash, and you want to keep in your bank. If you have cash only in your bank account, it will show. That means you have these balances, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. See, there that's what we do. Should not think in a different way. Actually, that is the way which we think from the colleges, but it's not like that. Actually, the reality is, see, go back little bit back. Go back 100 years back. Okay, there was no much banking and other things and all. If a company gets supplies and if a company gets supplies some invoice, some goods or materials from a vendor, from a vendor, to give the money to the vendor, either so one option was the vendor generally used to go to company address and collect the money. And within the company, one person used to sit there. In company, one person, one employee who handles the cash, called him as a cashier. Suppose once the material is sent, the vendor approaches company and that company will tell the cashier, okay, you pay him this much. So maybe you sell something to customer. The same company sell something to customer, and you may reach the customer or something that will come and account it in cashier. Cashier is responsible to handle the company cash. Am I right? Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This was like it was a common thing. Even if we go to 1990s, 2000 on the time before this bank accounts and all was little bit familiar, become familiar. Before that, in companies like in manufacturing companies and all, like garments or some factories and even some big companies, they fix a salary day. The employees and workers used to stand in queue and used to collect the cash. That was the era was there when there was no bank accounts. Everything was handling in cash. The cashier was responsible for that. But the same scenario slowly changed with the emerge of banking. If any, if any, now whatever the vendor sends in goods or customers you sell a goods or services, you ask, one second, you ask your vendor or else you ask your customer. You ask your banker, not a vendor, bank. Please transfer this much of amount to this vendor account. Or you ask your vendor, you may give some check to him, and you ask, okay, you go and draw in from in that SBA in that particular bank. So if you pay through the check and all, it's an instrument. Through an instrument, you make a payment to the vendor, like check, demand draft, like that. If you ask your bank to pay to the vendor account, then it's an instruction to the bank, like that. Also, you tell the customer saying that, okay, you wanted to give my money, right? You just transfer it to my account. What is the meaning here? The cashier and bankers both are same. Okay, the banker sits outside the company and which he handles my cash, and the cashier who was sitting inside the company who handles my particular cash. The banker is a common cashier for multiple companies, and a cashier is a particularly for one company. Hope you got the difference. So bank and cash is not a different big deal. So both do the same thing. Only the bank is a outside person, cashier is an inside person. Nowadays, as government makes everything need to be like big amount transactions, like more than 10,000 or 20,000 must be transaction do through the bank. That's in that restrictions are there. Due to that reasons, the bank has got priority. Cashier, okay, generally now cashier is going to be cashier will be there in any company now, but he handles only petty expenses. Okay, petty expenses means a small expenses like conveyances, snacks, slab, this and all. Okay, hope you got a clarity now. What is a bank and what is a cash?
Yes, sir.
Satish, Sebastian.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this see the answer what you said is for it's good for writing exams in colleges, but it doesn't work in real time. In real time, we should have this clarity. Okay, then only we can understand accounting properly. That's it. So now we are creating a bank, and for that, first of all, first we require one bank GL. Let me create one bank GL like SBI bank. I have a SBI bank. Let me take Bangalore, or else Chennai. I will take it. Chennai T Nagar branch. Okay. I have an SBI account and Chennai T Nagar branch. I want to create this bank in SAP. For that, first I want to, for what should I do? I want to create one GL for SBI Bank. Let me go and create the GL account into the series is bank and cash is 2300 to 2399. FS 00. Here I have already cash GL. Let me create bank GL. I create bank GL. I copy this 2301 I create 2301. I create it as an SBI bank. Save this. So what is next? So I have a GL account. I need to create a bank identity. So for creating bank in SAP, we have three steps. One is F501. That is, we have to create a bank key. House bank. That is F512. House bank ID. So within house bank ID, we create account ID. So let me explain this. What is bank key and other two? So the bank key generally, it's 11-digit code which generally identifies a bank, a particular bank. For example, Chennai Tinnagar SBI branch. In Indian perspective, we generally bank key is IFS code. IFSC we call it, right? IFS code. We in real time also we created as our IFS code as one bank key. The house bank ID is an ID six. It's 6-digit code. Sorry, 5-digit code, which identifies a particular bank. Like just like under our account ID, we create one our bank house bank ID. That's it. So account ID means, so in one bank we may have a different types of account. Account ID, it's again 5-digit code, which helps to identify accounts within bank. Within bank. For example, we may have current account, we have term loan account, credit, cash credit or demand, this one OD, overdraft, like that. So different types of accounts will be there. We identify through this account ID what type of account which we are handling. So hope it's clear. So we have to do these three things and do these two things which we can handle in GUI normally, whatever we use it regularly. But account ID should be created here in FIORI. So is it clear? The steps are clear. Shall we go?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Santosh, you are too late. Santosh, you are too late. You have to be on time. Hmm? We're almost done one. Actually, we have a lot of disturbance. I'm not able to understand what you're saying. I do mute. So please watch this video for first part. Like we just understood what is FIORI app, and we understood what's the difference between cash and bank, how it works in reality. And now we are creating a bank for my company. Just this one bank we are creating, that is SBI Bank Chennai Nagar. This is the bank ID. So we are creating this. So for creating these three steps we have to do. One is bank key. So let me create a bank key, SBI 00001133, and house bank ID I created as a 3-digit only is enough. SBI. See, 5-digit I can do this. And account ID, it's again 5-digit. I'll create it as FBA01. You can create anything, that's your choice. But I'm creating in this way. So go to FI01. So enter the country and enter the bank key which you planned to create. Enter the details. State Bank of Mysore. Sorry, State Bank of India. And region means state. It's Chennai. So Tamil Nadu I will take 22. And city is Chennai and T Nagar. Enter. So that's it. Your bank key is created. So second step is go to FI12. Select your company code. My company code is BI-FUN20. Select this and click on House Bank. Go to New Entries. Here, the house bank which you want to create. So I am creating SBI and IN and the bank key. Under which bank key? So this is the top node. Under that I am creating this house bank. Under one bank key I can create multiple. I can create multiple house bank also. So I created house bank and this bank key under this bank key and save it. So finally I want to create account ID. That is what type of account I have in under this bank. I have current account, that is SBI01. That is the ID, current account. So for that, here itself, there is no T code. Here itself, click on this bank accounts. Click OK. Here you have to create bank account ID. What you should do, you have to click on this create bank account. What it does, it will take you to the FIORI app. I just said you what is FIORI. FIORI is another mode of operating SAP. Another mode of operating SAP. Just what you do, here fill up the things. See here, what are the important things? Whatever star mark is there, that and all is a mandatory things. So the opening date, you can give today's date. And the company code is B-20 and account holder B-20 Technosoft Private Limited. Country IN. Bank key. The bank key what you created here. Under which bank you are creating. This enter this bank key. Currency. In which currency the bank account is handled. INR. And you just enter whichever is mandatory. That's it. IBAN means international bank account number, but it's not required. Account number means the bank account number which bank has given. So let me give 4321. You can give whatever the number. And account description is you can enter current account. And you can take account type as current account again. You can click on this radio button and the drop down will come. So select current account 01. So here, whichever the mandatory, that is enter opening date, company code, and account holder, country and bank key and currency, and account number, account description, and account type. Once this is done, click on this bank account connectivity. Go to add. Here, enter the account ID which you planned. My account ID is SPI01. And for this, the GL account which I am going to handle is 2301, which is the GL account. For this bank account, I am creating this GL account. So you can go inside and select the GL account. Click go, click just go. Select this SBI. So this bank account uses this GL account. I connected and save this. It is saved. Now close this. Close this means minimize. And here in F512, from here only we drive, right? We driven from here only. Just go back. Come back again for F512. Select company code, house bank, next account ID. What we created in FIORI, that will update here. Example, this here. SBI House Bank, under that we created account ID, and this is the bank account number 4321, and under this bank key, and this is the GL account which we connected there. That will update, that updates here. We can operate. So this completes the bank creation. So bank is not so simple here. Actually, for only if you are thinking from FI angle, it's so simple. Only means financial accounting from the financial accounting point of view. But when you think from different treasury management, central finance, and all, it has a very big role. But is this basic is clear, right? How to create bank? First, you have to create bank key, then house bank, then account ID. Is it clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Santosh, you have to watch this. You have to watch this video again to understand this. Got it, Santosh? Yeah, this topic complete. So we are going to start fresh topic so that you'll understand better. But this topic, you please watch it. Watch the video again. Hmm? Yes. What about Sebastian? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, using bank. How to use bank? Not a big deal. Go to any. You want to make a payment to vendor. You want to receive the vendor. Instead of cash GL, we use bank GL. That's it. Instead of cash GL, we use bank GL. So let me open up FBL1N. FBL1N. Let me check any outstanding is there with vendor. Yes, there is some outstanding. What I do, I take this 1016 vendor 1000 rupees. I receive the payment to the bank account, not to the GL account. So cash account. Till now in F-53, what we are using? We are using cash GL, right? We are using cash GL. I use June date only. Here, instead of cash GL, you select bank GL. That's it. SBI bank GL and 1,000 rupees, and 1016 is the vendor. You see. So just I want to take this 1,000 is matching, simulate. So till now it was cash GL, now it is bank GL. It's updating. We are receiving the cash. We are receiving the amount to cash GL. So that's it. So as of now, our bank is this is, and we are going to learn a little bit more in future. So the basic is clear, right? So how to use it and how to create it. Now, so the continuation of this, we are going to learn another topic relating to so how to handle cash also. Actually, so till now what we had, we handled cash GL, cash GL for basics purpose. Actually, we have one configuration for cash journal itself, like this small type of like small cash, like petty cash, like conveyances. I said the bank is used for bigger amount and the cash is used for smaller amount, like conveyances expenses, miscellaneous revenue, or maybe some cleaning charges, or maybe some snacks expenses. We account it. Example, you want to go to some, you have to send some file, or else you want to bring some coffee to your office. You cannot give him a check to the vendor, means coffee supplier. Okay, you gave two coffee, take this check, or you give me all your details, bank details. I will transfer it after some time. Nobody listens. They want that small, like 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 30 rupees should be through cash. So that's the reason we keep some small amount of cash in our offices for the reason of to maintain, to reach, or else to make small payments from as cash. We keep some cash from bank. We keep take some withdraw amount from bank and we keep it in cash. So that's the reason we handle cash journal. We create cash journal. Okay. So the cash journal, which we can create based on offices. So what we do, we'll take before going to next topic, we'll take a small 5 minutes break. Okay, it's 12:11. We will connect at 12:70. Okay, 12:70. Hmm. Yes, hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. See, this is generally cash journals keep at office level. Cash journals are maintained at branch level, office level. So office level means what? Like we have Delhi and Chennai branch, right? For both, we keep separate one cash journal. For that, we should create one cash GL for Chennai. I'm going to show you the example of Chennai. I keep this cash GL for Chennai. I'll create. So with this, I'll give you an example how to maintain a cash journal. So let me go to FS00 and create a cash GL for Chennai. What we have is a GL. It's a normal cash GL, simply for understanding. Now we are creating particularly for Chennai. So I do create 2315 because I'll take away from this number. You'll come to know why. 2315. I create it as cash channel Chennai. Cash GL Chennai. The only difference which you have to do here than other cash or bank, you have to in create bank interest, you have to select post automatically only for this cash GL. For this cash GL, you should select any cash GL, means whichever is a cash journal which is used. We are creating a cash journal for Chennai. For that, we are creating one GL. For example, if you want to know how much cash we have, we can see this cash GL account so that will come to know how much cash we have. Save this. The only thing is we have to make it post automatically only. Once this is done, there are three steps to be done for setting up a cash journal. Three steps. One is FBCJC0 cash journal creation, FBCJC1 cash journal number range, and FBCJ C2 allowed transactions. I'll tell you what is this allowed transactions. Now we understand these two first. So I'm creating a cash journal for Chennai. It's a 4-digit code which I can create. So for example, I'll create like B20C Chennai cash journal. This is the code which I use B20C. Go to FBCJC0. Here, do not create from beginning. What you do now, simply select this 0001. Select 0001 and click on copy. Enter the company code. My company code is B-20. Under that B-20, I am creating a cash journal. CJ means cash journal. Cash journal B20C, that is Chennai. And the GL account which is represent for that cash journal is 2315. Just now I created. Cash journal, cash GL, Chennai. And the currency which I maintain INR. Other things same. But what is the allowed document types here? Maybe GL to GL document, vendors and customers document types which we can do it, and document disbursement is there. So here you can change it as cash, petty cash Chennai. You can change it. Enter in keyboard, and here it's created B-20 Comptico Chennai cash channel, which consisting of 2315 and allowed transactions. Sorry, document types are these, and this is the name of the petty cash Chennai. Save it. Cash journal is created. Second option, FBCJ C1. Create number ranges. Here, enter. Again, there are like whatever the number ranges which are already available, which you can create and still see the status. Enter the company code B-20 and click on this middle button. Just give whatever the number ranges which you want. You can give 1 lakh to 2 lakh, you can give 10 to 10,000, or else you can give to 1 to 100, whatever you want, you can give it. I give it from uh, 10,000 to 19,999 number range for cash journal. Save it. So what is third? The third step is allowed transaction. See, as it's a cash is nowadays is used for only for simple petty cash. Petty means what? Small cash. Petty cash transactions. So here in cash journal restrictions are required. Like you cannot book 1 crore rupees sales here. You should not allow also. That's the reason we can restrict what are the transactions are allowed here. What are the transactions are allowed? Restrictions to use GL accounts. For this, I'll go to this and I'll bring up something first, and then I'll go for configuration. In FBCJ C2, third step, here we have one type, business transaction type is there. Okay, I go here, I select all, and if you can select all by Control Y and select all and copy. Control Y, select all and copy. Control C. I bring up here. You can see this receipt from bank. See, you want to cash in your hand, then you must withdraw from bank. Which bank? From SBI withdraw and we keep it in cash. Keep it so that entry we use it. Sometimes you may come up with more cash. So, for example, you sell your scrap and you get 20-30,000. As per the company policy, you should not keep more than 20,000 cash in office. You should not keep more than 20,000 in your office. Then you should remaining amount deposit to you should deposit to bank. So then payment to bank. That's one type of transaction. And revenue and expenses. Revenue means what? Small revenues. For example, you have some scraps, you sell it, or else something you get some revenue, like you may sell this paper, newspapers, you may get 300, 400 rupees. That need to be accounted, right? So that it's a revenue. And expenses like conveyances and cleaning charges, some small expenses which we can handle. Allowed transactions, what are those? And customers and vendors, if some case there are some reasons, we may have to give some cash to vendor, we may have to receive some cash from customers, or else vice versa. So that can also be handled here. Like this 6 type of transactions which are there. Within that we can have in multiple. Example, conveyance. Within the expenses we have conveyances, we have maintenance, like the different types we can handle. Now I take only 3 examples. Others you please try. So this I will take receipt from bank and expenses and revenue also, and also I will show one vendor simply for this one. Same thing applies for this one. What I do here, I will create it as one conveyances expenses. I will make it conveyances expenses. I will show, and here some miscellaneous revenue. I will take it. Say maybe selling of paper or something, and receipt from bank. We already know bank withdrawals, and one vendor postings I will show. So I'll set up these 4 transactions as of now. We can do whatever the client in real time, based on the client requirement, like how many transactions they tell, we create like as per that is. Just see this. What you do, bank withdrawal. First, I'll take this scene. Go to FBCJ C2. Go to new entries. and company code B-20, and the business transaction is withdrawal from cash, sorry, withdrawal from bank, and special GL indicator and tax is not required. And which is the bank GL which we are going to use is 2301. The bank GL is 2301 SBI Bank. From SBI Bank we withdraw the money, and the name receipt from bank. Second transaction I'll make it revenue, and the GL I do create two GLs. One is miscellaneous revenue and conveyance GL. I create two GLs now. Miscellaneous revenue I can create under the group other income. Miscellaneous revenue, other income 4,100 to 4,199. Go to FS00. Miscellaneous revenue, other income is there already. Some cash discount is there, but I copy this. I just take it 401. I make it as miscellaneous revenue.
Sir, your screen is not visible. Now it's
Not visible. Why suddenly?
now it's visible, sir. Suddenly it went off. Now it's visible.
Okay. Control data and everything is same. No extra. And also one conveyances expenses I will create. So that I will create under administration. So 500 already created. 5100, 5101 I will create. Miss like conveyances here, local conveyance here. Just I change this. Local conveyances. Local conveyances is done. So two GLs I created. One is miscellaneous revenue, another one is this one. So 4,101. What should I do? The next GL which I want to configure here, miscellaneous revenue, uh, that is B, sorry, R. I give that 4101 GL here, and I'll mention miscellaneous revenue. Again, I take this. This time I'll select expenses. I do take this 5101. That is 5101 is for admin, like conveyance, local conveyances. Let me take expenses, local conveyances. So finally, I'll create for one more vendor posting K. But this time I should not enter any GL because vendor accounts will be different, right? Like now you cannot see that this vendor only we use it, so it should be blank. Here you can maintain vendor payment receipt. But one thing which I do here now to show you, I mention here this conveyances is there. For this only, I'll mention this account modification. This account modification, I select this. Just I will tell you why did I do this. So other like for revenue miscellaneous expenses, I'm not using that account modification, only for expenses. And this can be done for anything. But I'm using to show you what is the difference between this. If you select and if you don't select, what is the difference to show you. I'm selecting this for this miscellaneous local expenses. Save it. So four transactions which I allowed, so that only these four transactions are allowed for postings in petty cash. If you try to book and sales, it won't allow. After doing this, let us do some transaction. For doing transaction, we should go to FBCJ, cash transactions. We should go to FBCJ. Here, first you should find which bank account, which cash channel is here. So there is something BK03 is there and the different cash channel. First click on this change cash channel and enter your company code B-20 and B20C. This is my cash channel. So when you enter this, system will bring up B-Technosoft. This is Chennai cash channel. You can check that Chennai cash channel. You can see this cash channel B-20, B20C, B20C company B-20. And now here you can see in today's, you can check that today's, it will automatically select today and this week, and this is current period, like that. So the reports will show as per this. So if I click today, it will take today's date, and you can see there is no receipt, there is no payment, nothing is done, because to make a payment we must have money, right? First I should withdraw from bank. I should withdraw from bank. Before that, I will open up the new period, because the period is not open for finance. In the initial stage, when we are doing this basic configuration, do you remember we opened the January to June. That's the reason system is do not allow the July period now, because we set the system up to June 30th. It should allow the dates for posting. So when I try to use June 7th, it's not allowing. Yesterday you saw that. So I make now 7th. Every month this should be done. Every month the users used to do this, or else they will ask us to do done. Now I'm posting today, so I don't have any money. First, I should withdraw money from bank. So I go here, cash receipt. First, this is cash payment and cash receipt. And here, when I go inside for this BI-20 company, you see only the cash channels, like sorry, allowed transactions are allowed only. You cannot select a GL or something here. You have to select the transaction, which transactions you have to post. Now, I'm posting receipt from bank. I am receiving the money from bank, so you should select this. And how much amount? Let me take 20,000 rupees amount I'm withdrawing. So just enter in keyboard. System will take the GL account automatically, which we connected just in previous transactions. So 2301, it automatically, when you select this GL account, system automatically takes the, when you select the transaction, system automatically takes the GL account. See, for bank account, we connected the GL account. This 4 you can concentrate. So automatically system is taking that GL account here. When you want to withdraw, so you are withdrawing from this bank, yes, 20,000. Select this and update. Just post selected. You see this 20,000 will come. It will turn into green. So you can see cash receipt we made 20,000. Now we have 20,000 in our hand. We have withdrawn from bank. So what is the entry will come? You can double click on this, the entry which you posted. You see that from bank account is credited and Chennai cash GL account is debited. So obviously the cash GL is going to be other side. If you are posting some particular Chennai cash book, okay, every entry should affect the cash GL, right? So that's the reason. So automatically it will pick up. So other side, if you select this transaction, automatically Chennai cash channel will pick up. The GL account will get picked up. Other like Chennai cash. So 2315 is got debited. Now let me do one expenses or else revenue. I'll do some revenue now, like 300 rupees revenue of paper selling I received. So I sold some papers. I got some 300 rupees, so that I should account it here. So for again, what should I do? I should go inside. For all cash receipt, I should go to this tab only. Select it. This time you select miscellaneous revenue. Now you notice one thing here in miscellaneous revenue when I enter here. So let me enter 300 rupees and just enter in keyboard. System automatically pick up the miscellaneous revenue GL, and which I'm not able to change this. which I'm not able to change. It's fixed because here I have not selected this account modification for this particular miscellaneous revenue. So that's the reason I cannot modify the GL account here. So when I'm posting, it is fixed. The system only takes and just enter it's in revenue. I must enter the profit center, come right side, just like all the entries we do, right? You have to enter the profit center. Delhi, I will take it, or else Chennai, I will take it. It's a Chennai cash channel, right? I do take Chennai, enter. Now select this and post. It's posted. Now you see 20,000 plus 20,300, 20,300, the receipt we have done. Even you can double click on this and check the accounting document. You see this Chennai cash journal debited and miscellaneous revenue GL account credited. So now I give the expenses of like conveyances. Then the third one, conveyances, I'll give. Go to cash payments. Here you should select. If you select bank here, it won't work. You have to select only expenses here. So expenses, local conveyances, and let me do 500 rupees and enter in keyboard. See this. This GL is modified. So this I can delete this. I can select other GLs as well. My choice. Why means here I have selected account modification for this particular conveyances, local conveyances, account modification so that I can modify the GL account at the time of transaction. So this is an expenses, so I should enter cost center. So come this side. So enter and save it, post selected. See here, this 500 is debit. So that is 600, 2000, 20,300 is revenue. We received 500 expenses. So the balance is 19,800 in cash. So is it clear till now? Santosh, Satish, Sebastian, and Mahadev.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
If you are
sir.
not understanding,
It's clear.
if anyone is not understanding, please let me know. I repeat the things. I have no issues. Please tell me where you are not understanding, what you are not understanding. Is everybody clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear.
What about Sebastian and Santosh?
For me, okay, but I need to watch this video for better understanding.
So the concept wise, is it clear?
Yeah,
Santosh, not at all able to hear you anything. It's very disturbing. Disturbing. No, no, Santosh. No, no, I'm not able to hear you. Santosh, it was very disturbing. Even not even a single word I got it from you. It's better you please chat. I just mentioned in chat if you have any concern so that I can answer. I hope you got Santosh. I didn't. I cannot hear you. It's very disturbing. Okay. I even not even a single word. I request you to chat what you are telling. You just mention in chat so that I'll get what you are telling. Yes, simple. The cash journal, whatever you do now, the cash journal means a particular officers or will be having one cash channel. For that, you transfer some money first. So you should, for that you should do some configuration like one cache journal. You should identify that identity of that particular location in the office cache journal, and then you should assign a number range. Second step. Third step is what are the allowed transaction. What are the allowed transaction? Using that allowed transactions, we can maintain. First, when you want to do this, you have to receive the cash from bank. That's the thing which we have done here, cash receipt. In this case, you should select the transactions. You don't need to something what we like. You don't need to enter manually debit and credit. You just select the transaction. System automatically picks up because we have connected the GL account for what transaction, what GL account should come. We have connected here. So just like that in a cash payments also, if you select the cash payment, it will automatically pick up the GL account. And as usual, for expenses you should enter cost center. For revenue you should enter uh, profit center. So the system automatically day book will be calculated. What is the remaining cash? Finally, I'll show you one more thing. That is, I pay some amount, a small amount, 200, 300 rupees to vendor. This time vendor GL actually, if you see this vendor account, it is blank here because vendor we don't know which vendor, right? Suppose if I try to post an entry to the vendor, like take 200 rupees, I'll make a payment to you. Just enter. System directly asks which vendor you are paying. It will take you there. You have to enter which vendor. Enter. It will take the reconciliation GL and the vendor which vendor you are making, and you can enter the text. Okay. So some like miscellaneous expenses. Select this and post. So here 200 rupees is less. That means 700 payment total we have made. 500 plus 200. If you double click on this, you see this Chennai cash GL is credited. That means cash is going out, and Satish business solution is debited. Got it? Is it clear?
For vendor payment, for vendor expenses, we didn't for assign the cost center right here. So
No, it's not an expenses. We are making a payment. It's not expenses. See, sometimes what happens, you ask vendor, okay, you ask vendor, okay, you come here and okay, we make a payment to you like 200 conveyances will give you, or else we'll give the 200 rupees or something, whatever the amount we give. We are directly giving him 200 just, and we are giving a debit to him. That's it. It's not an expenses. If you want an expenses, you go through the things, then you make a payment to this. So for example, if you want to pay this, before that you should book 200 rupees in FD60 to that vendor. Okay, then 200 rupees you can make in cash. So if you want to pay generally every payment will go through cash, sorry, F-53 through bank accounts generally it will go. But whenever you want, like you ask him, okay, come for a meeting, I'll give the auto charges. He came here and you gave the 200 rupees to him now. That will automatically update to the vendor. Then you can book, okay, it's a conveyances expenses to the vendor. You paid through cash. That is what is idea. You paid through petty cash. Got it? So F-53,
yes, sir,
whatever we
understood.
use now, it's generally it's bank only. We don't use it to cash. But initially I use cash because we are familiar with that. That's it. Got it, mother?
Yes, sir. Now understood. Understood.
Hmm? Yes, mother?
Understood. Okay,
Yes.
sir, got it.
Yes, Satish and Sebastian and Santosh, you said it's clear. That's nice. Okay.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Sebastian, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Nice. and we are behind the schedule, and also we are assignments. I'm not getting on time. Okay, I'll talk to you people individually today or tomorrow. Okay, let me take up your inputs, what is going there and what is happening. And I request everyone to be on time, like 11:30 means 11:30. Before 11:30, join the class. Okay. If you are late or something else, you ping me, or else you have to watch that video. Because once the class started, now if you come late, what's the problem is it's difficult to repeat. I can repeat it, but others will get okay. They will demotivate. So we try to be on time and try to please work on these assignments. And today I'm going to end the class today now only, because I thought till 1 o'clock only, because I take a fresh topic on next Saturday. That's a very much important topic, and I'll give the case studies. I'm preparing the case studies for your batch. I want to test you. That's what I'll talk to you people individually. So next class is from class onwards. Is all are important topics. Okay, so don't miss the classes. Try to be on time. And if you miss, like if you have office or something, please watch the video as soon as possible. Yesterday it got late, but it won't happen again. Uh, okay, so next class we are seeing automatic payment program. This is an important topic. Okay, which we have to learn. And today I wind up now because I have a meeting at 1 o'clock. Just I need to connect to them. Any questions, anyone?
Sir, this practice notes, sir, which you have given. So in that, so we have till that park hold documents. So
Hmm.
also the remaining.
I'll share that.
Sorry.
I do share.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I do share this Excel and also other notes and video also soon. I'll share. Any doubts or clarification, you can talk to me. Not an issue. Please be prepared. And individually, I will talk to you within this week. Maybe within couple of days, I will talk to you people and let me take your inputs. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day. We'll meet again next Saturday. And next Saturday, I'm going to talk about this assignment strictly. Be prepared. Okay. Yesterday and today, I didn't talk about this because most of them is didn't get the time to work on it. I know that, but next Saturday, these assignments must be completed because next Saturday onwards, you are going to get the case studies, not assignments. Case studies means you have to solve the issues. Being a consultant, see, you want to be expert means follow the instructions. Definitely, you'll become expert. Okay, I request you to do that. All the best. We'll connect again next Saturday. Bye bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Bye. And Sebastian.